And welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is DA.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Yep, that one goes. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Back to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Outside for Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Ball against Valanciunas. Stolen by Jackson. Now Winslow. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom. It's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Williamson, the pass to Favors. And it's Ball in the corner. From deep. Brooks against Holiday. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. The Pelicans also changing it up. Nelly is checked in for Favors. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential. The quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young jock.
Melly passes to Okafor. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Winslow against Ingram. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Pelicans trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Here's Gutterich. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jackson dishes to Okafor. It's Reddick on the wing. He lobs it up. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Jackson Hayes comes in for Okafor, and it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. Got a piece of it on the wing. Jackson back to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Jones drives in, and he converts the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here's Redick, guarded closely, misses from close range. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Morant.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Redick passes to Melly. Back to Redick. Fast break Memphis. Jones is running. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And so it's Memphis, up by a dozen here at the end. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Williamson out there with Hart, and it's Hayes in at the 5. Clark. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clark's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
It's good. Williamson's got his first bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Melton passes to Jackson. No good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outside, Ball. Back to Williamson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Oh, that was something else.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Williamson looking it over. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Favors comes in for Williamson. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
To brag with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Ball kicks to Favors. Outside Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. Brooks covering. Stolen by Jackson. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Brooks. New Orleans also making some changes. Nelly is checked in for Okafor. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Ingram, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Both free throws good for Ingram. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set, he has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Valanciunas, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jackson finds Favors. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Out to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ingram, with those long strides, devouring the distance to the cup.
And 1:01 left now here in the second. And finished off by Morant.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Redick surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Favors can't get it to go.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Favors can't get it to go.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Ingram's demonstrative with the jam.
Anderson with the ball. Valanciunas.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies cruising into the court.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 12 points and 3 assists. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis? Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Morant left side. He feeds it to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Ingram passes to Favors. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Memphis leading by 20. The 3 from Morant. And it's Melly with the rebound. The Pelicans shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Clock at 6. The pass to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Morant looking around. And yes, it's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Hart. Brooks covering. Out to Ingram from outside the arc. That one no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Pass to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Offline with his 3. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 18. Left side Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Pass to Melly. Back to Favors. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And Brooks, here we go. And he gets it to go. Brooks has got his first 2 points of the night.
And sometimes it seems Brooks is better at scoring like this. I mean, he enjoys overcoming challenges.
Here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Melly passes to Favors. Kick out to Moore. Here's Hart. Down low. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. There's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Here's Hart. Brooks covering. Oh, wow!
Nice!
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Pass to Winslow. On the wing, Jackson. From deep, Brooks. Good on the triple. Brooks has got 5.
Well, most of Brooks' shots come from beyond the arc. I mean, with good reason. He's an effective three-point shooter.
Moore outside. The pass to Melly. To the left wing. Here's Favors. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Here's Morant. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Hayes, Holiday out there with Williamson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Hart in at the 2.
An exceptional decision maker in transition situation. Boy, he's so awesome at reading the floor.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Ball, the pass to Hart. And he drops it in from the low post.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. I mean, he has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Here's Melton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Passes to Hayes. To the paint. Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Memphis. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Melton. Off target from three-point range. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hayes. Hart kicks to Hayes. It's stolen. Valanciunas in the high post. Dishes it to Clark.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Hart.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Memphis. Jones from outside. Rebound by Drew Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. Ball dishes to Hayes. Williamson, the pass to Ball. Inside, Hayes. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. And that one misses. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Jackson dishes to Jones. Back to Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Valanciunas. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Ball against Morant. The feed to Jackson. And they pick up 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Floats it up for Williamson. Jang high post. Working on Hayes. Winslow kicks to Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Ball, the pass to Hayes. He kicks to Holiday. And it's Ball in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hayes. He's off on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Allen for 3. The Pelicans pull it in. And here's Favors.
And Favors very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you that. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report.
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. And the starting group for the Spurs. Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center position. Williamson finds Ball. In the corner, it's Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. Murray against Favors. An easy 2 points on the layup.
He's a big body. Derek Favors able to weather the contact and guide it home.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall. We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Down low, Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
There's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
And it's Lyles in the corner. Pass to Forbes. DeRozan against Ingram. Ingram with the steal. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Ball kicks to Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Favors has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Lyles passes to Aldridge. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Williamson outside. Outside, Ball. Aldridge against Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Whoa, hammering it in!
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Aldridge. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Melly is checked in for the Pelicans. San Antonio also making some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
So for the Pelicans, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. San Antonio also making some changes. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Poeltl, the pass to Gay. Kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Gay. Passes it to White. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Using every bit of his toughness, White's able to convert through contact.
Now here's Jackson, covered by Mills. Williamson outside. And there's the feed to Jackson. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Pelicans leading by 6. And there's the pass to Melly. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Redick surveying the D to the inside. Melly, and that one is stuffed right through.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And stolen by White. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 8. It's the NBA on. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Mills. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. And Hayes throws it down.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Walker dishes to Poeltl. Kicks it out to Gay. Back to Poeltl. And stolen by Redick. And now the Pelicans on the break. Jackson down low. Covered by Mills. And it's Okafor. That time on the assist from Jackson. Okafor's got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
It's sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Redick passes to Okafor. Here's Hart. Bellinelli is covering. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for J.J. Redick. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. To the middle. And Hayes throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Aldridge finds DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Lonzo Ball comes in for Jackson. Hayes, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Outside for Murray. Back to Forbes. Outside to Rosen. Pass to Murray. Aldridge dishes to Murray. And the shot goes in. And it's 6 points for DeJounte Murray.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him. Draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
Pass to Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Ball against Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Wiles kicks to Aldridge. Banked in off the glass. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
Ball against Murray. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Dishes to Okafor. Back to Holiday with his first shot attempt. And it's sent back by Aldridge. There's Ball with the 3. Rebound San Antonio. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to Forbes. The shot will not fall. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pelicans leading by 9. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Okafor, the pass to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. He feeds it to Murray. Second chance shot. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans ahead by 9 as the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Derek Favors had no problems getting going. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We've seen Derek Favors really having a great game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. The drive by Williamson. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist from Williamson. Favors got 10.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Murray against Ball. He's looking for Williamson and finds him.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Murray against Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, He's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Walker subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Mills, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Favors. That shot off the mark. Gay with the defensive effort. And here's Mills. No points in the game yet for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
Ingram attacking. Basket good.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Bertle's shot is off. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They get a hand on it. Outside for Redick. 6 to shoot. Feeds it to Favors. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Here's Bellinelli. Yep, it counts. Bellinelli's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Favors dishes to Ingram. It's Redick on the wing. Ball kicks to Williamson. Favors inside. Hurdles there. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Favors got 16.
And it only takes a couple buckets for Favors to get rolling. They got to keep feeding him the rock.
Here's Mills. Bertle, the pass to Mills. Shoots over Ball. Mills can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ingram finds Ball. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
Favors will never turn down a chance to dunk it. A powerful presence who really intimidates defenders with his athleticism.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the 2nd free throw.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
High post Favors. Back to Hart. And stolen by Aldridge. It's been all about Derek Favors for New Orleans. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself. Do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan, Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then there's Derek White, and it's Forbes in at the 2. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Holiday. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Here's White. Pelicans pull it in. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's Hart to the inside. Passes it to Melly. Back to Hayes. There's the pass to Melly. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. There's the lob to the hoop, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Murray's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Spurs trail by 13. Murray, the pass to Lyles. Taken away by Holiday. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Out to the right wing. Moore outside. And Hayes kicks to Moore. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday. First one falls for him. Good on both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Pass to Hart. Back to Hayes. And stolen by Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Murray. Hart the pass to Hayes. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Josh Hart. Murray outside. Goes up on the high post. And it's Melly with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Ingram against DeRozan. Pass to Melly. Looking for Ingram. He gets it in there. Again, New Orleans turns it over. New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in. So it's the Spurs now. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now. They've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
And stolen by Redick. To the paint. Here's Melly. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaged 1 block a game for his career, but he got it done on that play.
Outside, White. Lyles with it. Now guarded by Ball. Murray, good.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
Redick passes the ball. Trying to end the drought. He dishes it to Favors. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup. Favors got 12 points here in the second half.
The killer instinct of Favors. This man takes no prisoners when the game is on the line.
The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Favors dishes to Reddick. And foul on the shot he'll shoot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points, and he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
It's so fun to see Brandon Ingram evolve. He's a true student of the game, and each year he keeps improving.
Here's San Antonio. They're on a 13-5 run here. To the left side wing. Miles inside. Here is Forbes. Good!
Absorbing contact on the shot, Forbes with the concentration to where it doesn't matter.
So New Orleans wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through it, and with pregame routines.
Well, the ceremony was delayed, and understandably so.
Thank you, D.A. Now a look at Memphis' starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Morant. Finished off the break.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so Aldridge will bring it up for San Antonio.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Clock at 6. Murray finds DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. Valanciunas against Aldridge. 2 points. That one goes. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the 3-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Spurs, and he gets the bucket.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
And they double up DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge taking his time here. Pass to DeRozan. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Aldridge, no luck.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And it's Brooks that time on the assist by Winslow.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Out to DeRozan. The pass to Forbes. Morant against Murray. Passes it to Lyles. A second chance effort. Forbes the pass to Murray. Back to Forbes. Inside DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And guys, he's been a pro for a long time. DeRozan still with the hops to flush. And boy, does he get up quick.
Now here's Brooks. Jackson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And Memphis also making a switch. Melton's checked in. San Antonio trailing here. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Out to White. Back to Pirtle. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the Spurs making a change here. Walker's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Brandon Clark comes in for Jackson. Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Now here's Jones. Anderson outside. And Jones has it in the corner. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Floats it up for Walker. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jones, the pass to Melton. Down low. And Anderson gets it to go.
With the long frame and adequate strength. I mean, Anderson, he one-ups the defender on that shot.
That's good from Gay on the assist by White.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to Jones. Pass to Melton. Now here's Jones. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Spurs. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
White with the double team. Jones, the pass to Jang, and finished off by Jang. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
White against Jones. And the rejection by Jang. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. On defense, the Grizzlies. And it's White missing. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Allen right side. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Now, here's Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. San Antonio again missing. Memphis leading by 3. Allen kicks to Jones. Back to Allen. Looking for Jang. He gets it there. And finished off by Jang.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the middle. Here's Anderson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 6-point Grizzly lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
Now here's Allen. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And another basket for Memphis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gay in the corner. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's
that is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeRozan. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Murray's subbed in for White. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Six on the shot clock. And he goes big with the dunk right over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move was fire.
The kick out to Aldridge. 50 seconds left in the first half. Here is Forbes. Outside for Murray. Here's Lyles. And he banks in the layup.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. The three from Morant. It's hauled in by Lyles. The Spurs have gone Forbes in the second quarter from the field. And Forbes has it in the corner. Pirtle, the pass to Lyles. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Here's Murray. 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And the basket is good.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a... And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Gorgie Jang.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Brooks at the 3 with Jackson at the 4. Then it's Gorgie Jang. Then it's Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Morant, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Memphis making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. That's good from Morant.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Here is Forbes, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Brooks against DeRozan. Here's Lyles. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Forbes with the rebound. About 1 minute played here in the second half.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing on it very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length. And I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Murray against Morant.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. In transition, here come the Spurs. Murray, the pass to Lyles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I
my
was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Didn't miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Memphis also making some changes. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And the pass to Mills. Just 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by Jones. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Knocked loose. Mills with the steal. The shot's good. Now Jones. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. He kicks it to Jang. Back to Jones. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Bellinelli passes to Mills, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
Jones kicks to Jackson. Tries from 16, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Now here's Mills. He has 6. Outside, Walker. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Something going wrong with the D out there. He's one of the guys you gotta be worried about on the perimeter.
Passes to Melton. Anderson outside. Melton feeling it out a bit. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 7. And it's Walker penetrating, and Walker throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the passes, I mean, it's there waiting for him.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Anderson finds Jones. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. And the dunk by Lyles.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and this lead to score.
And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Pirtle. Jackson passes to Morant. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. Again, the miss by Jackson. Stolen by Winslow. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And yes, it's good. And it's 6 points for Valanciunas.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Stolen by Jackson. One-on-one here. Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big. That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Morant against Aldridge. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. And that one's good. Morant.
Has closer in. Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the team.
DeRozan finds White. Here's Aldridge. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant left side. No good from Valanciunas.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he knocks down the first one. A different look now for San Antonio. Trey Lyles checked in for Pirtle. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Spurs trail by 11. Murray with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First free throw is good. Grayson Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And so Murray nails both of them. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And they double up Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Clark. Valanciunas inside. Aldridge on him. Nobody near Allen. Out to Morant. 6 to shoot. Inside. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. For the Spurs, this one's not looking good. Stolen by Allen. Valanciunas with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. No good from Valanciunas. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And DeRozan throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Nice hustle there. You can count on DeRozan for this. He works so tirelessly as a scorer.
And they double up Morant. Clark with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 7.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass? Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
The feed to Valanciunas to the wing right side. And he makes good on the layup. Valanciunas has got 8 points in the quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Murray. Clark with it, picked up by Aldridge. Kicks it out to Allen. The tray kept alive. Morant finds Allen. Memphis the rebound. Aldridge against Valanciunas. Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. And it's the Spurs ball. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Forbes. Not 3 off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Allen on the wing. 3-pointer. That doesn't go either for Allen. Outside DeRozan. Back to Forbes. Miles with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Here's Winslow. No good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
like to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Welcome, everybody. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward.
With the handle and the acceleration, Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And so here is New Orleans. The Grizzlies making the shot. The kick out to Holiday. Jackson against Williamson. Over Jackson. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Well, with nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And the dunk by Winslow.
I love when Winslow gets some speed behind him like that. He becomes a very exciting dunker.
Holiday looking for an opening. Ingram with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Favors dishes to Ingram. It's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Morant goes back up, and the layup is good. Morant's got 6 points.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
High post Favors. Ingram outside. Back to Favors. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
And Bones, one of the things you're seeing from Ingram is his improved strength, something he's worked on now for a while.
Yeah, B.I. has talked about eating 6 meals a day back in college and still coming into the league at 190 pounds. But eventually that metabolism is going to slow down, and if you keep putting in that kind of work, the incremental improvements are going to speed up. We've been seeing that from Brandon Ingram.
Now here is Holiday following the miss by Jaren Jackson. To the inside, stolen by Holiday. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Ball no good. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Now here's Favors. Nice D from Valanciunas. Morant outside. And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Holiday. Out to Ingram. The 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Stolen by Ball. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Here's Williamson. That shot off. Nice D from Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And he comes up with the deuce.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pelicans shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Ball, the pass to Favors. Back to Ball. There's the dish to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Williamson. Feeds to Favors. Another shot. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Count that bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now Ingram. Looking to end the run. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
No good on the shot. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
They've got J.J. Redick. He's out there with Jackson. He's out there with Hart. And it's Melly in at the power forward. That's the Pelicans 5.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pelicans shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Now here's Redick. Passes it to Melly. Back to Redick. Shot clock at 5. Melly controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Down low. Here's Melly. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Melly's got his second bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Anderson outside. To the paint, Clark. Tries again. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Okafor. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Memphis leading. Here's Melton, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Melly, back to Okafor. Banked in off the glass. Okafor's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the basket by Jones. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. The Pelicans have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Jackson passes to Okafor. Here's Melly. He's covered by Anderson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And they pick up 2. Clark's got his first 2 points.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Now here's Jackson. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 5-point game. It's Redick on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Morant outside. Right side Jackson. Inside. Here's Brooks. And Okafor with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Holiday against Morant. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Morant with it. Now Okafor defending. Pass to Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Okafor, high post. Now the pass to Melly. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Back to Okafor. Outside for Redick. Okafor, high post. And it's in there. Okafor's got 6 in the quarter. Just 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Brooks for 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. Memphis came out looking very confident. They put together some nice offensive stretch. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Oof, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 1. Loads it up for Williamson.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media. Global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
For New Orleans, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Ball, the bounce pass. Ingram passes to Favors. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And stolen by Williamson. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Ball against Brooks. Ball feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. Ingram's got the lead up to 3 now for New Orleans.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Morant. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Back to Ball. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he gets it back. And Winslow pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Brooks. The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Pelicans shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Favors dishes to Holiday. Oh, offensive interference. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Now, here's Redick. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Redick against Jones. To the middle, here's Hayes. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Jones in the post, guarded by Jackson. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Shooting one. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Melly is checked in for Williamson. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Jackson passes to Melly. Jackson down low, working on Jones. Here's Melly. Some solid defense from Clark.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ingram's running. Here's Melly, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Melly's got 6.
Yeah, we all raise our eyebrows to the scoring, but Brandon Ingram is an assist getter.
Jackson against Jones. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Jackson. Pass to Melly. To the inside. And stolen by Jang. Jones against Redick. Passes it to Melton. It's blocked. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Pelicans lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to... 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They've got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so Jones nails both of them. Pelicans leading by 3. Redick surveying the D. He dishes it to Hayes. And no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And here we go. Here's Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. Allen against Reddick. Out to the right wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Jones against Jackson. Outside, Jones to take the lead with the putback. And Clark is right there. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Back to Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Jones. That one goes. Count it.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Pass to Melly. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson Hayes. Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Morris checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Holiday in for Jackson. Jackson passes to Brooks. Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 to shoot. And oh, he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow!
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Brooks. Rebounded by Moore. Pelicans trailed by 3. Out to the wing. Back to Williamson. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Holiday finds Williamson. Rocket 6. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Zion wants these moments and coming through here.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Morant passes to Valanciunas. The feed now to Brooks. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
High post Favors. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Yep, that one goes in there.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Here's Hart, covered by Winslow. Moore passes to Favors. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Some changes for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for E'Twaun Moore. Ingram kicks the ball. The pass to Williamson. Clock at 4. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And we could get used to seeing a lot of highlights just like that. Zion's power and body control leading the points.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Ball against Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. Now here's Morant. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And here they go. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Doesn't go for it. Excellent D there from Ball. Here's Williamson. Come!
Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it. Zion coming through.
Jackson is doubled. It's Brooks on the wing. To stop the run. Morant against Ball. But they'll get another chance.
Alonzo is a point guard, but at 6'6", using that wingspan.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive-by Ball. Holiday gets in!
And the outcome on the line, Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
Here's Valanciunas. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Each one more is out there with Ball, and it's Favors in its center. Shot clock at 3. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gutterich has got the first points here in the overtime period for the Grizzlies. The Pelicans trail. Ball with it. To the paint. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Williamson. Back to Favors. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And here's Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Both free throws good from Morant.
Now, he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Pass to Favors. He feeds it to Ball. Morant with the steal. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Dishes it to Clark. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Tipped away. Moore with the steal. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Offensive rebound. Now here's Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Makes it off the glass.
Well, Ingram's going to come through when it's crucial. He did so there.
Memphis leading. Now Morant. The shot. And he banks it in. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Ball dishes to Williamson. High post Favors. Valanciunas on the double team. Favors passes to Ball. And the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. The dish to Morant. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
On the inbound, it falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're hit. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And so here is New Orleans. Williamson outside. Inside, it's stolen by Valanciunas. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. The second effort. Good D by Williamson. Pelican shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Wow!
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Morant with it, outguarded by Ingram. It's blocked. And now the Pelicans on the break. Redick finds Hayes. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Anderson. Ingram dishes the ball. Out to Ingram. 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Williamson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So it's the Grizzlies now. Morant left side. Pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And stolen by Williamson. Outside ball. Kicks it out to Williamson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
From a physical standpoint, you just can't match up with Williamson's power down low.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And stolen by Favors. Williamson outside. He dishes it to Favors. Back to Williamson. Out to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
One thing Zion's learning to do is just set better screens. It's so effective for the offense.
Jackson misses. Jackson's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Favors passes to Ingram. Back to Favors. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. That one misses for Favors.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
The shot and game clock separated by 4. To the middle. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A double overtime. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. And with
hey, Kevin, you may recall that
it's a terrific story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Aldridge out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Holiday, the pass to Ball. Feeds it to Favors. Back to Ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Williamson, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Williamson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And he makes that one.
Wow, Zion wears down the defender, and he was ready to take the last second shot.
Aldridge kicks to Lyles. And it's good, 2 points.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
And here's ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Now here's Ingram, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Lyles kicks to Aldridge. Murray outside. Back to Aldridge. Buries it down low.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Left side Favors. It's stolen by DeRozan. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Forbes. That shot no good. Holiday with the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the dunk by Williamson.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
Down low, Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside Favors. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, their skill, power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
High post Favors. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray. And then for New Orleans, Okafor's checked in for Favors. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Out to White. And stolen by Redick. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Ingram. Holiday's got his second basket.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Melli passes to Ingram. Here's Melli, covered by Mills. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Pelicans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Patty Mills. Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday.
And despite some recent injuries, Rudy Gay showing a great burst on that drive.
Here's Hart. Redick passes to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Redick with the bucket.
There are some shooters that you can't lose sight of. Redick doesn't miss those.
Gay dishes to Poeltl. Gay inside, covered by Hayes. It's White on the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bellinelli passes to White. Bellinelli. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Jackson kicks to Hayes. Back to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
New Orleans leading by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Redick, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Can't blame the defense for going on that shot fake. Poeltl is very skilled at doing this.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Nicolo Melli. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And stolen by Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
And Hayes kicks to Jackson. Back to Hayes. To the inside. Poeltl with the steal. Murray outside. It's tipped, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. Ball's checked in for New Orleans.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And some changes here for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes comes in for Walker. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Favors comes in for Zion Williamson. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Rosen dishes to Mills. Pass to Forbes. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Mills. Pelicans with the rebound. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Ingram outside. Passes to Okafor. The dish now to Favors. Back to Okafor. He feeds it to Favors. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Okafor's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Wiles kicks to Mills. Wiles against Favors. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pass to Ingram. And here's Favors. There's the feed to Ingram. To the paint. And Okafor slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Derek White's checked in for the Spurs. Melly is checked in for the Pelicans. The Spurs have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
And White kicks to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That one is off. And he sinks the second. And so it's New Orleans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Kenny. A few years ago, the Pelicans were a somewhat veteran group. Now they're one of the more younger rotations. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. Down low, here's Favors. Out to Ingram. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And the first one drops.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial.
New Orleans leading by 11. Williamson looking it over. The pass to Favors. Left side, Ball. It's Ingram on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. The drive-by Ball. And then jammed down as he goes right over Trey Lyles.
There's a lot of creativity in Lonzo Ball's game. He knows how to finish in style.
And it's blocked.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, At times, his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Redick passes to Williamson. He's looking for Hayes and finds him, and Hayes throws it down.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. He's off on the first. A different look now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. And a change for the Pelicans. Jackson's checked in. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. Spurs trail by 18. Passes it to Poeltl. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Poeltl showing a little speed and some handles on that drive.
Inside, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And Hayes throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Nice shot by Poeltl.
Really nice work. Poeltl going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Pass to Jackson. Right side, Redick. That's tipped. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Hayes. And finally they hit one. Hayes has got 10 points in just the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Poeltl trying to get open. Shot's good by Lyles.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Williamson right side. Hayes dishes to Redick. Back to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. Feeds to Williamson. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Lyles. Outside for Murray. To the middle. Here's Poeltl. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Here's Forbes. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Derek White is out there with Mills, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot, and that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Ingram, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside DeRozan, and that one is good. White's got his first points of the game.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
To the paint, here's Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Melly passes to Favors. Out to Ingram. Back to Favors. The pass to Melly. Outside, Ball. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Favors.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
It's Gay on the way. Ball against DeRozan. High post Favors. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here we go, 1-on-1. And it's White missing. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Ball. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Gay outside. And it's good for 2. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball.
You look at the skill, the shooting, the length. LaMarcus Aldridge is perfectly suited for today's game.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to Favors. 2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. He kicks it to Williamson. Back to Ingram. It's Williamson, top of the key. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pelicans.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Williamson.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Ingram passes to Favors. Back to Ingram. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Pelicans lead by 17. Aldridge kicks to Murray. Here's Gay. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Getting it done inside. Rudy Gay not just floating around the perimeter.
High post Favors. Ingram against DeRozan. Redick surveying the D. And the three off target. So it's San Antonio now. DeRozan finds Gay. Here's Murray. Misses from short range. And stolen by White. All alone. And White slams it in.
As a defender, White is disruptive with his length and does a good job of forcing turnovers.
There's Jackson with the three. No good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many.
a terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the... We are nearly...
Well, Kevin and Scott.
Thanks, David. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Aldridge out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. Morant outside. That's tipped.
Murray is tireless on the defensive end, and you don't want this guy guarding you because he's so pesky. What a rejection.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Morant against Murray. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he's good on the second. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Boy, Aldridge using those long arms of his to corral that offensive rebound.
Here's Morant. That shot no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Forbes, and there's the whistle on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. And stolen by Murray. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. The kick out to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Second chance shot. Here's Lyles. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And that one's good. Morant.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Oh, what a play! Woo!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with the ball. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Gay, and he banks in the layup.
Good, strong, aggressive finish by Gay there. That'll get a thumbs up from the coach.
Left side, Jones. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Jackson comes over with the double. White finds Pirtle. White with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And here's Mills for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, Mills has been a guy who's been very streaky as a perimeter shooter, but he's been good behind the arc his entire career.
Gay with the block. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Corky Dangs checked in for Jaren Jackson. Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. .23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Gutterich. Jones against White. Left side, Jones. Shoots over White. Now, here's Clark.
And Pirtle plays with great passion on the defensive end of the floor. Does a nice job challenging shooters from anywhere on the court.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Bellinelli. Rudy Gay is out there with Jakob Pirtle. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 2 spot.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick-and-roll action now, too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Memphis.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Walker. Pass to Pirtle. Oh, and the jam by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
To the inside, here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Jones looking for an opening. There's the pass to Jackson. Kicks it to Anderson. Here's Melton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And now here comes Gay leading the break. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Josh Jackson. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And Memphis making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Wiles against Anderson. Just 4 to shoot.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
It's DeRozan with the drive. But he recovers it to the paint. Wiles kicks to Mills. Over Jones. Mills can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Melton passes to Jackson. Second shot opportunity and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. And it's Morant in for Jones. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Here's Mills. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Aldridge can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the dunk by Lyles.
Boy, that steal was really triggered by the quick instincts of DeRozan. Very aware and then anticipating the pass.
Morant passes to Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Valanciunas. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Forbes to the right side. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Here's Wiles. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. With the teardrop. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
You know, DeRozan has to put so much.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They were at... And...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Well, I like the fact that Murray is a really strong rebounder for a backcourt player. Once he squeezes that orange, he knows exactly how to get fresh orange juice.
Winslow dishes to Brooks. Morant against Murray. Morant drives in and stolen by Murray. DeRozan against Winslow. And it's DeRozan missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Lyles no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the dunk by Winslow.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Fourth. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Morant passes to Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And it's Morant missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Right side Aldridge. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Lyles. Aldridge trying to break free. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throws good, Lyles. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, well, so Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him when we used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
The kick out to Anderson. From outside, off the mark. Spurs trail by 4. It's White on the wing. Defended by Jones. And it's White missing. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Clark for 3. Offensive rebound. Anderson outside. Back to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jang, the pass to Anderson. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Spurs. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Gay with no one around. The offensive rebound. No good that time.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Clark, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Clark's got 8 points.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Spurs trail by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
White drives in, makes it off the glass.
Aggressive move that time by White. Part of the reason he continues to gain the confidence of the coaching staff.
Jones from outside. And the miss. And a great show through 3 quarters. As we enter the 4th, who will carry the day? And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the 4th quarter. Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle, and it's Mills. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant outside. Pass to Brooks. Over Walker. Jackson trying to break free. Valanciunas against Bellinelli. And the dunk by Jackson.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And there's the pass to Bellinelli. It's Gay on the way. Back to Mills. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Valanciunas, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Morant looking around. Feeds to Jackson. Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. The open jump shot off the mark. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Morant dishes to Jackson. And it's Walker penetrating and finished off by Walker.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Now Morant scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Pirtle sends it back. Anderson's shot is off. Spurs trail by 6. A finish. And finished off by Walker.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Anderson kicks to Morant. 1:22 left in the 4th quarter. The feed to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. Here's Anderson. shot clock reset for Memphis. Jackson is doubled. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Grizzlies now. 6 on the shot clock. Morant against Walker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Spurs with some changes. Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. 20 feet out. Again, the miss by the Spurs. It's Allen on the wing. The Grizzlies with another miss.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Aldridge, the pass to DeRozan. Forbes dishes to DeRozan. Over Allen. It's stolen by Jones. Passes it to Clark. From the corner. And good. He nails it. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. Aldridge never backs down in these big moments. A player who wants the ball in clutch situations.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.